Hey everyone, good morning, good morning. So, as you see, I'm in a different room. I'm in the living room right now. My son is in the room, and since we're in the house by ourselves, I said I'll sit in the living room. And yes, if you see that, that is not a witch broom, so do not be afraid. It's a cinnamon stick, or cinnamon thing, or whatever. It has cinnamon on it. She bought it thinking it was gonna put spells on me. Touch. Okay. I'm still here. Hold on 1 second. Let me straighten it. But yeah, that's what that is. No, I'm not giving out any subliminals or anything because I feel like somebody gonna think, is she trying to say she's a witch? I'm not y'all type of witches. I'm a natural, but I don't want to call myself a witch or anything like that. Because I feel like a witch is a type of person that I'm gonna just go by reality standpoint. When I think of a witch, it gives me like a dark side type thing. So I guess it's the fake side. That's how I call it, the fake side of things. Fake voodoo doctors, fake spell workers, and fake this, fake that. Yeah, fake. The reason why I say fake, because if you think about like the Halloween movies and all of that, or the witch, they always got to have a broom. Well, a true witch don't need no broom. You know, I don't want to be called a witch, but a true spiritualist don't need a broom. They can, their body can do what it need to do on its own, natural. So I'm gonna just say it like that, but nothing fake about me, as y'all have seen that already. And that's not what my topic is about, but I'm in a chair. You know how folks ask questions, so, providing an answer. But anyway, hope everybody have an amazing day, or whatever. Eventually, one of these days, I'm going to get this morning tagline right. I sound stale as on. It's like, dang, I should be a little bit more hype. Like, hey, y'all, this is it. And nah. It's early. It's like, this is it. Hey, how you doing? Finish it off. Finish the sentence. However you want to do it. I agree. It's like that. Yeah. So I woke up this morning and I had a message, or at least a thought. So to write down the title, I have "What Don't Kill You Make You Stronger," and I had a bunch of things just rolling through my head afterwards. I actually attached like 3 or 4 songs to it that just popped in my head or whatnot. And as always, y'all, you know, I look off a lot or whatnot. I guess this is the energy. I know sometimes y'all probably look at me like, why she always look off? Because I'm seeing things as I talk. Not just the room. Okay. Let me explain something. So like right now, I'm in a different room. All right. And earlier today, well, not too long before I did this video, something happened. And but before I get to that, I look away a lot. One, because I'm not trying to mesmerize you, so that's why I look away. Because sometimes some people might feel like they're in a trance with my eyes. So I try to pull away sometimes because I don't want you to get caught up. Sometimes again, I could be seeing things because I see as I talk. So just the same way you can see like this broom here and this picture, sometimes when I see things, is that real? I can see real stuff at the same time as my reality. So it's like if I'm watching TV as I'm, talking on the phone type thing, I can be able to see stuff in real time. So a lot of times if y'all see me like looking around, it's because I'm somewhere. My energy is pulling me somewhere or whatever. I'm in different places. Like yesterday, matter of fact, it was crazy how I was talking about Archangel, and then my spirit just said, okay, let's show them how it works. And then it drifted to the point where I was saving someone, where you can get an idea of what it was like. It's crazy how my energy does things. Like I could talk about stuff, and then once in a while, it would, like, I would drift into a moment to let you see in real time how I'll handle those moments. When I'm not on this, I'm quiet. I don't really say much unless I'm playing with my son. But it's rare if I allow myself to talk it out. Just like I'm talking to the phone, I could be in my room and just holding conversations. And I think I talked to y'all, I think I stated how like my son has got used to me just talking to the air. Like he'll ask me like, "Are you okay?" Yeah. And he'll just see me. I could just be randomly holding a whole conversation. Like it'll be like I'll be just talking just like this, like, "Hey, ain't nobody in the room right now," but I'm like talking, holding a whole conversation, laughing and everything. And he's right there watching me. Or if there's something going on. So that happens sometimes. But yeah, so if you see my eyes look away or something like that, I'm channeling energy. Something is requesting some information. It could be a bunch of different things. So I can give eye contact, but sometimes I truly feel like when I just look straight, I feel like some of y'all think I'm looking into y'all's souls, and some of y'all, like when I'm doing that, y'all can feel my energy. So I try to pull away because I ain't trying to scare you. So it is what it is. But back to this thing. So early today, I was doing something in the kitchen. So there's a pipe that's busted in the kitchen. So there's a leak. Now the people who came and fixed the mess, but they didn't. And I could fix my daggone self, but I'm like, I ain't about to do it. So there's a bucket underneath. So when the water goes through, it goes into the bucket instead of through the unit. And so normally when I get up in the morning, I'll check it before I do anything and pour it out. And this morning I didn't do that. And it overflowed. And the first thing that came in my head was like overflow. It was like blessings on blessings what popped in my head. So I cleaned it up. And for me, sometimes when things happen, it would be like, am I not paying attention or what's going on? But everything happens for a reason. So I cleaned that up. Then I was sitting at the table and I had my coffee, and I ended up bumped into the table. How? I don't know. But I bumped into the table and the coffee fell out. Like it spilled, like splattered out. Not all turned over, but splattered out. And I'm like, what are you trying to tell me? Because this made 2 times. 2 accidents, okay? 2 accidents. That's how I look at it. Okay, that's what it is. 2 accidents. I knew eventually I'll get to it. So the first time it represented overflow. The second time, it was something like, I was like, okay, you give me a sign. What's the sign? And I was in the living room where I'm at now, and I was walking around. And what was so crazy, after I cleaned that up, I had the coffee in my left hand. My right hand, I had a lemonade pouch and my phone. And something was like coffee represent like, energy. But it's fake energy. You understand? Because it's not natural. But a lemon is energy, but it's natural electrolytes. So something was like someone is letting go of the fake energy to get to the new energy. See, there's things. Sometimes things is trying to, show you things. And so it letting me know that someone that's being fake and been utilizing my energy, but been faking it, meaning like they have my natural energy, pretending that it was real. Their energy, and it was letting me know that is gone. It's being drawn back to me. I know it sounds weird how I said it, but it's the best way I can explain it. So, but at the same time, now that's one way of looking at it. Now, with everything in the world, there's a positive and a negative behind it. You got to figure out what is what. The negative, right there when I said it was 2 accidents. So that means something's about to happen to 2 people. It's just giving me a heads up, let me know. 2 people, something's about to happen to them in regards to my life. Not saying y'all life, but my life. So it is what it is. So when you start going through things, pay attention, because sometimes things could be giving you signs. Pay attention to what you do. If you bump into something, you do something, pay attention. You understand? Pay attention to the details, because that could be giving you a sign on something. I'm not telling you to overthink the process, but if something in your spirit is like, hold up, take a moment, what's going on here? What you trying to tell me? What's going on? Pay attention. It could be the life or death of a situation. It could be the prosperity of such a situation. It could be, you know, the acknowledgement of a situation. It could be not just with you. It could be for someone else. So pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. See, everything happens for a reason. See, right now, this is the first time I've been in this living room. I did this one time. The last time I sat in this living room and did a video, I was talking to, ooh, okay. I'm gonna continue with the video and record it. But the last time I sat in this chair, I was on the other side. So she changed stuff around in the room because they had to paint the ceiling. I told you the ceiling was coming down out of nowhere. The ceiling was coming down, so they had to come in and refix it. But before then, the last time I sat in this chair, I was talking about how there was a guy that was coming to drop dirt off because it's like a death spell thing they was trying to do. Now I'm sitting in this chair again, and then that happened. But right now, across from me, diagonally in front of me, is a lamp. It's a lamp. And there's a picture of me in the middle when I was a little kid and at graduation. So I have a white cap and gown on. I have a pink dress on with the little ruffles. But if you look around, I'm not going to show you. I'll take a picture and add. But it's blue around me. But then on the outside of that is white. If you was when I put the picture up here, it would look like it's a picture for a what is it? A funeral. It's the same old school type picture type style like for a funeral. Right beside that picture is a picture of a person, and they got the word beast on the side of it. And then there's another picture of another family member. Oh my God. Ooh-wee. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. So day before yesterday, day before yesterday, me and the so-called mother she did something. It was hot. It was hot in the house. And I turned the AC on. She came back in the house and called an attitude. Like, not really attitude, but she was like talking about, you ain't paying no bills or something like that. And it triggered me because technically they using my money. And, you know, I'm not even gonna go back. Freak all of that. I just know something's about to happen. I ain't gonna keep going back in the past. I ain't going back. See, this is things. I show y'all directly. This is thing. I'm not going backwards. It's just letting me know something about to go down. That's it. Something's about to go down. Because the two pictures I'm looking at the other day, I don't know why, but I said something to her, and I told her to get it together. And I explained something about these same two people, technically. I gave them a warning about these same two people, and now I'm in front of them. So I guess that's the sign that is letting me know what's about to happen. It is what it is. And I told both of them. I told them. I said, get it together. So anyway. I know. I ain't trying to put this energy out here. I might post this video. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. How do I feel? I know, like, this is how my brain work, y'all. This is how my brain work. See, I gotta be careful. I have to be mindful of energies. I do videos sometimes and then I delete them, but I ain't keep going backwards. Whoever gonna live is gonna live. Whoever gonna die is gonna die. And that's just life. If you don't live right and you don't do right, then you got to expect what's gonna come. It's just life. You can't treat people bad and do undercover stuff and just think you're gonna keep getting away with stuff and think that, oh, nobody ain't gonna know and nobody this and nobody that. You gotta get to a point where you can't be sitting back and try to play trickster all the time. You can't do it. You just can't do it. It's like we have so many signs and so many warnings around us 24/7. Like, we live multiple lives at one time. You can change the frequency of what life you want to have. In one life, like I just said that, and then the AC gonna pop on. In one life, you could get married. The next life, a person can pass. In another life, you could be a millionaire. Another life, you can have a whole family. Another life, you can have kids. And it's like you have to literally put the focus and energy on yourselves to get yourselves right. And I know I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but really right now, it's to the religious people. It's the religious people. And I gotta get to it's the religious people. Like, y'all, boy, this is why the world the way it is, because y'all, all of y'all. I'm going to call it what it is, all of y'all. And the reason why the world the way it is because y'all proved that y'all way was wrong. And want to know why? Because if y'all way was right, y'all would have known all of this stuff that I've been talking about. All of it. If your way was right, all of it. I don't care if they hid it in the gutter, in the house, in the walls. I don't care where the evidence of who I am was hidden. If y'all would have done this, then the majority of the world already knew what was up. The majority of the world would already knew. But how come none of y'all know? Ask yourself, every single person in the world, majority, I say about 80 and 90%, I'll give you about 80% of people in the world believe Jesus was white. Every black church, white. Every white church, white. Every church, everything, Buddha, all of that. Every single thing, even Buddha was Asian or wherever he was, all of that. Yeah, I said it like I said it. I'm going to keep it real. Every single thing. Everybody thought it was a white person. How many of y'all got white people, white Mary Magdalene's and white Jesus up in y'all houses? How many of y'all? So if you have that in your house and you've been walking around saying, my God, guess what? You just proved you a liar. You know that? You just proved you are a liar. That you are not a believer. You're not a believer. Now y'all probably are, cause now, oh, she here. Now we're gonna go over there to that side, and we're gonna listen to what she's saying now, cause she's here. We believe it. I believe it. You believe it. We believe it. We believe now. I'm a believer. You're a believer. We all believers. The whole world been living a lie. So, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You have proven that you're lazy. I don't care if you got 10 jobs. Y'all have proven that you're lazy. You've proven that you're lazy. So the thing about it is, are y'all ready to work? Are you ready to work? Are you ready to actually put the real work in? Somebody saying, I'm tired now. I already got a job. Well, put like this. If you do the work in here, that job ain't going to feel like a job. Because that means you working where you supposed to be at. When you are at a place that you're not satisfied at, then guess what? That's your fault. Because when you go within, then you're going to get to the place you're supposed to be at. There's a lot of people that's happy that to dump trash. There's a lot of people that's happy to work at warehouse companies. There's a lot of people that like working on delivering stuff. There's a lot of people that like to actually be doctors or scientists and stuff like that, or zookeepers and stuff. But if you had a job and you feel like you a slave and you feel like you can't, like, you need to have a vacation every time you turn around, that's your fault. That's your fault. Ain't nobody's fault but yours. Because you settled for less. And I'm not sitting here saying that, oh, you're supposed to be a multi-millionaire. Nah. What I mean is this. You settle for less because you didn't believe in yourself enough to do the full work to find out what would truly make you happy. And when you find out what truly make you happy, that means you're going to be fulfilled wherever you go. Whatever job you have, whatever you do, you're going to be fulfilled. It's like for me, any job I had, I loved. The only problem I had at the time was the people I was dealing with. But even there was times that I did things and I wasn't even getting paid the price that I supposed to got paid for. I was doing other people's work because I love my job that much. The only thing I couldn't stand was people taking advantage of me. That's what I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that people were taking advantage. But I dabbed in customer service. So every day I dabble with people that I got to meet new people. I get to talk to new people or whatever. It didn't matter if it was sales or just regular customer service or whatnot. There been plenty of times that I shed tears because of the love because of, communicating with people and getting to meet nice people and good people. Even when someone was mean, as a customer was mean, I still enjoyed being able to de-escalate the situation. In every job that I had, which was so crazy to me, which makes sense now, in every company I worked at, whenever I had to deal with customer service, they made me the de-escalator over the managers. The managers couldn't even handle it all the time. 9 times out of 10, they'd be like, you got it. You got it. I was the one that will be able to bring somebody from up here down to here. I was always the person that brought the person that was the maddest. So, can you handle that? Because they over here is fussing. And I'll 9 times out of 10, I have them laughing by the time they about to walk out. Or they'll be like, I'm about to go to another company or something. And they'll stay. Now, that's once in a while I might have to put somebody in their place or whatnot. But I can tell they respect me by the end of it. They may not like it, but I love what I do. So, even though sometimes I might be tired. Hold on, y'all. Y'all hear that noise? Hold on, my son just woke up. Give me a second. Babe. You good? Hold on, I'm doing a video. Morning. I got something. Go look on the pillow and you got something to eat up there. And I'll fix you something to eat in a second. Alright. And yes to the question you about to ask. Yes to the question. Go ahead. It's up there. They on the floor. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna hurry up. But yeah, despite if I was tired or whatever, I still love what I done. I still love my... Yes, babe, go ahead. Can you make up the bed? At least do the best you can. Thank you. I didn't ask if you felt like it. I just said thank you. But anyway, but yeah, so... Alright, so when it comes to the jobs and stuff, yeah, there was days like when I deal with the actual people you work with, but you have to get to You said what? Then you can't have none of the stuff you asked for. Thank you. Okay. So, I was saying, but yeah, so if you at a job or you're somewhere and you're not being fulfilled, it's because you're not filling your cup up the right way. When you fill up your cup the right way, then you're not sitting back feeling like you're going to be a slave to be a master at your own home, if that makes sense. It's crazy. It's like when you leave out of the house, you're going to be somebody's slave. And then you come home thinking you can be the master. How many of y'all go out here and be, work these jobs, go through the heartache and the headaches, and then when you come home, now you want to demand you take the energy out that they did you, and then take it back out on your family. Because you need to release the energy that you receive from your job, because at the end of the day, you're not happy. It's like a cycle. It's like a repeat. And I understand when you're in certain situations, you have to do what you have to do. But the thing about it is, when you do what you have to do, then you will understand where you need to go to be where you need to be at. You can still be fulfilled. Like I said, what don't kill you make you stronger. But the problem is, we allow society to kill us, and then y'all asking for God, please make me stronger. Well, I'm telling you, you get your strength first so that it don't kill you when you go outside. That's the thing. And yes, it still ties up to religion and all of this stuff. It's because people are being taught so much of the wrong things. Y'all read these books all the time, and I'm not saying that you gotta throw it out, but y'all read these books and y'all go to these motivational speakers, y'all do all of that, and then sit down and say, all right, God, can you do it for me? Hell no. I'm not, no. You finished? Do you do your best? Okay, I'm gonna trust that. All right. So, but yeah, so it's like, y'all want me to do the work for you. It's like, snap your fingers, do a step. I ain't doing it by myself. So, I don't know. Okay. But for the ones that know, you know. But the thing about it is, when it comes to like the religions and all of this stuff, y'all are teaching the world how to be lazy. You are. Y'all teaching the world how to be lazy. You teaching people that God gonna do everything for you. You just pray. Just send a prayer up and God gonna do it. Nuh-uh. No. It's time for us to get up and do these things ourselves. And yes, I do feel like every video I do is a repeat. But it ain't gonna kill you. Maybe maybe you might stub your toe at the house or something like that, but you're still alive. You understand? It's like, stop letting society kill y'all off and then blame me for it. Stop blaming. If you would do what you have to do within yourselves and fix yourselves and do right by yourself, do right by you. Do right by yourself. Figure you out. Do what you need to do. That's where the work come in at, so that when you go outside, you can be free. You can have fun. You can enjoy everything you do. And if everybody doing that, then when you at work, you're going to be at peace. Not just peace with the idea of what you do, but you'll have the peace of mind with the company you keep. But if we are out here trying to figure out how to get over this one and how to get over that, you're only getting over on yourself. You only hurting yourself. You only disappointing yourself. Yeah, you might got extra $500 in your pocket today. But then you over there weeping and crying because you lost tomorrow. Life gonna happen. People live, people die, people get hurt, people, it's life. Things gonna happen. But how you handle it is the way that you go. It's like we rather kill each other. Like, what's that song? Don't kill my vibe. Well, why are you killing somebody else's vibe? It's like you go into a company and say, hey, how you doing? What you want? Hold up, Pimpin. Who you talking to? But then if I say that out loud, oh, who you talking to? Hold up. You threw that energy on me. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I just walked in the door. And now you're doing it. It's no different than the other day when I was telling y'all about when I was on the phone with the phone company trying to pay my bill. And in the background, this lady, hold on a second. Babe, can you crack the door a little bit since you're playing with that toy? Can you crack the door a little bit since you're playing with that toy? Because I hear the roaring, and I don't get lost. Okay. So, when I'm on the phone, right? Now, the lady that I told y'all in the other video, yes, I needed to hear certain things. However, still, we have to have a point where we have respect. Because this lady was talking to a customer, right? But if you heard how the conversation was, I'm going to call it what it is. It was the most ghettoest conversation ever. She was talking to another employee on the phone. And just like if they at the house together. And I'm over here getting annoyed because at the same time, I'm sitting here like, okay, you over here talking and hold a whole conversation with your other employee and just lollygagging. But then at the same time, the person that working with me can't even get their job done because they over here listening to you because it was all working together. But it's like, we got to get to a point where it's like, I understand that when you at work, you holding conversations with other people. I done this before too. I'm not going to sit here and throw everything on y'all. I've been in this boat before too, where you holding a conversation with the person you working with, and you having a good conversation, and somebody walk in, and then you sitting back and still talking. You understand? But then at the same time, you don't realize that energy can be projected on someone else. Because now you don't know what that person going through. You don't know what that person got on their mind. And they already feel like, hey, I need to be a priority. I need to be a priority. But you're over here holding a conversation, and I don't feel like I'm getting all of your attention. I don't feel like I'm getting all of your attention because you got too many things going on around you. And then when you come and ask me for help and you wonder why I don't want to help you like that, because how is it that you demanded all my attention, but then I can't have all of yours? So when you're going through these ups and downs and you're sitting back and needing me to be there for you, well, you got to remember, why you going through a down? Because you didn't receive, because you wasn't respecting me when you was up. So since you can't respect me while you was up, I have to let you understand what the down feel like. Because that's how I felt. I felt down. I felt like you didn't care. I was feeling like I was being used, mistreated. And you wondering why you at this job and you suffering and you feel like you working like a slave. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm working like a slave. Trying to sit here and prove to you that I love you and care and that I know what's best for you. And know that, hey, we may not agree on everything, but long you keep talking to me, we can talk it out and figure to a solution. But you don't want to do that because you're only happy with me when you were up. When everything's going good, when, you're having a good day at work, the work go by super fast, everything goes well. All of that. You already know what's about to happen, when it's about to happen, and the clock about to tick so you can get off of work and you going home and feeling good. But then when life hits you, you want to treat me like the slave. And you want to tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to do it. But then when I try to explain you why the one you're going to work with, the one you calling master, no matter if you're in church, no matter where you at in the world, when you calling them master, the pastors and all of these people master, don't get mad at me when your check is short or the offering is not being sent back to you because you ain't tithing enough. And what I mean by that is this. We are a community service around the world. A community service around the world. A community service around the world. But if you're not getting the service that you need, how can you be able to understand your community? So if you can't understand your community, don't get mad when you feel like your life is a lie. And if you feel like your life is a lie, that's your fault because you're a slave. So what I'm trying to say is this. If you're going to have to go through the sweat and tears, and if you're going to have to go through this part in your life where you're going to have to take some L's and some points, that's life. Take it for the right reason. Take it for the right reason. So maybe we might lose that job. Maybe something might happen, something break down in the house and you don't really have enough of money, or the baby need diapers, or the relationship is not working, or the car breaking down, or the family ain't listening to you, or whatever. Don't become a slave to all of these things. No different than the church. Don't become a slave to it. Y'all have been a slave to falsify information for a very long time. And am I saying shut the doors? No. But it's time to learn new. It's time to learn new. I don't want to hear you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, then, if that's the case, don't get mad when you become a treat. When everybody eats your butt alive. When life just keep happening to you. It's time for everyone to get to the point where we say, okay, enough is enough. I want to have a better life. I want to be happy. I want to have whatever that dream is. Check to see if the dream is real. Because a lot of times we're wishing for things that ain't meant for us. Meaning, a lot of times we sitting here wanting to be those millionaires and all of that stuff. That ain't the life you're supposed to have. You're not meant for that. Does that mean that you're supposed to be in poverty? No. No one in the world should be in a poverty situation. No one. Everybody should be in at least a comfortable situation where they don't have to feel like they check to check. No one should be in the world check to check. Okay? Everybody should be able to get to a point where, hey, I have enough of money to pay my bills and still get some little wants and stuff here and there. But you got to know how to manage. You have to know how to manage. No different at a job. You have to know how to manage. No different than when the customers come in, or you at the warehouse company, or you outside doing work, whatever. You got to be able to manage your time. You got to manage your energy. You got to manage your life. I know, it sounds like a lot. It's like, dang, I already got to work 12 hours a day and now I got to do all of this. If you feel like that, that's fine. Don't get mad at the life you have. But give yourself something worth having. Everybody got something in their life they cannot stand right now. Something in their life they can't stand. Even the finances, the relationship, the family, the kids. Something. That's just in your current situation. I ain't talking about when you go outside and your friends and all of that. In your homes. You're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. Let me say again. You're not by yourself. So if you're still living, then you are able to get stronger. Stop being afraid of the pain. Stop being afraid of it. If I'm going to shed tears, I'm going to shed tears for the right reason. Instead of looking for that reason to be right. So you can get mad at the church, you can get mad at the world, you can get mad at the politics, you can get mad at the governments, you can get mad at your parents, you can get mad at society, you can get mad at everybody. Now it's time to get mad at yourself. We know you mad at everybody. We know you can't stand everybody. We know that. Boo-hoo. Why? Now what? Now what? But I can't do it. Okay, then don't call me. I can't help people that gonna say I can't. Be the little engine that could. I don't want to hear I can't. Take I can't out of the situation. Say I can. I can't because I don't have the energy. I don't have this. I don't have that. Stop focusing on what you don't have, because you have what you need to survive. You have what you need to survive. So where you get your help from? You have what you need to survive. But I'm not going to sit here and pick your behind up to do it. So it's like, I got to talk about it. I saw a video of this lady. Now, I'm going to say this. There's a part I don't agree with, but I agree with at the same time. Okay? There's this black lady that was yelling at her, talking to her daughter. Okay? She was talking to her daughter. And her daughter is disabled. Okay? Only thing I don't like is how she was cursing at her. She ain't got to curse. But thing about it is, sometimes we got to be tough. And I know, even for kids, sometimes we got to be tough. We got to show tough love, because a lot of times, in the situation, I think her daughter, and I'm not saying this woman's perfect. I'm not chiming into her life or nothing, and I'm not justifying the situation. But I just need y'all to understand something. We have a lot of people in the world, disability or no disability, whatever you want to call it, is going through something. And everyone in their mama is helping them out to try to do something, but they're not believing. And sometimes you got to be a little bit tougher and say, you got it. You can do it. Come on. You got it. You can do it. Come on. Get up. You can do it. Sometimes when you hear it, it sounds like, dang, you being rough. You being hard. But then let's say, God, you got it. You can do it. You're good. If you already been doing, you got it. You can do it. You're good. And you've been doing it for a very long time. Now, it's to a point where you got to be like, all right, I got to be a little bit stricter. I got to be a little bit forceful and say, come on, let's do it. Ain't no different than a coach. You don't hear no coach, yo, you can do it. Great job, team. You come on, go out there. You can do it. Yeah, you can start off that way. But how many people be like, I can't do it. I can't do it, this and that. Now you got to be like, all right, nah, we got to get in here. We got to motivate. We got to get it done. We can do it. You ain't got to curse people out. Now, some people, you might have to do the adults. You have to do the kids. You know, you can do other things. But sometimes people need a little bit extra oomph. People need some extra oomph. Now, again, I'm not liking the way how she was cursing. Okay? And I'm not saying that, I'm not chiming in the whole thing. But sometimes, even for kids, we got to motivate them. And I know it's hard. You're just like, no, you don't supposed to be. Nah. They kid, we gotta get them right. Ain't no different than us. The bridging of the gap. We was taught tough love. That's why we get up and go to work. That's why we go and do what we need to do. Because our parents, think about it. Back in the day, you can leave your kids outside and know that they're gonna come back home. You can, and no matter if the lights go out, you gave them order and they done it. Because there was no cell phones at a point. There was none. But you trust that parenting, that skills, when you talk, then you say, hey, this is what I need to do. Get it done, this and that. Yes, sometimes you might not like it, but it helped. It helped. It helped. But what happened was, then we got we got older, and we were like, no, that was too hard. It was too hard. Now look at how soft y'all kids are. Don't want to do nothing. Don't want to do nothing. And then y'all over here stressing out because your kids don't want to do nothing, because what? Your parents made it a little bit harder on you to build that backbone up so you could be something in the world, right? But don't kill you, make you stronger, right? But then when it came to your kids, now you're like, man, no, my parents were too rough. They did too much. Oh, I'm going to give my kids everything that I never had. And now they got everything and don't even care 2 cents about your behind. Now you tell them to go out here and work. Oh, my God, I can't do it. Oh, my God, that's too much. Why are they being like this? I quit my job. I don't want this anymore. I don't want that anymore, because you didn't build enough of strength in them. You didn't build them up the right way. because you thought tough love was abuse. But then what's so funny about the whole situation? Yeah, I said funny. What's so funny about the situation is this. So, yeah, the old school spank our behinds, right? Now, I'm not saying all, but majority of the people in the world did it the right way. The ones that was like that did it the right way. But then guess what? Now your kids start being disrespectful. Now you became abusive. Y'all notice the difference? Why we got so many CPS calls and stuff like that out here? Because you became abusive. Because now you over here have to tear their behinds up like crazy to try to get them right, because now they making you go through a mental illness because the fact that you got to now control the issue that you have and you breaking down, because now you blaming your parents. You blaming your parents for how they raised you, and you wouldn't even got this far if it wasn't for them. And now you're going to take the energy out of them because you decided to let go of the strong, tough love teaching that they gave you. Now you're going to blame them. It was your fault. No, it was your fault. Because nobody tell you to go and buy up everything out of the store for Christmas just to prove you got something underneath the tree. And that child only playing with the box. And now you mad because now you can't pay your rent for next month because you want to prove to the world you could buy something because you didn't get to get that one toy that your parents said they was going to be able to get, but then they had to pay the rent. What don't kill you make you stronger. So the thing about it, in this society, in this world, we have to get to a point we have to acknowledge these things. But if we don't know what the truth is, how we know if we live in a lie? And it's time for us to realize that we need to bring the strength. A lot of y'all out here, y'all are weak as a mother sucker. You're weak. But then you got a mouth though. You got a mouth. You can dish it. You can dish it. But when it's time for you to get out here and do something, now you complaining. Every time I go to, you go somewhere, oh, I'm tired, man. I'm so tired. I'm ready to go home. Why I got to be here? Why I got to do this? Why I got to do that? You the one chose the job. You chose the job. You forgot to choose the job. So all I'm saying is I'm gonna get out. I need to cook my son something to eat. All I'm saying is this: it's time for everybody to get up and make and actually put some pain, the real pain. I'm tired of this fake crying mess. Oh, let me get my pills and let me go get this drug. Let me get this drink. I'm tired of hearing all of that. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. That goes for anything in the world. I'm tired. Y'all, it's so jacked up. AI doing way better than y'all. They smarter than y'all. Majority of y'all AI is way smarter than a lot of y'all. AI is doing its thing. AI is doing its thing. Ain't it amazing? But y'all so lazy that y'all even taking AI and then making it like it's yours. That's how lazy y'all behinds are. What if the whole system shut down? What if the internet went all the way out? How many of y'all would really survive? 1%. 1%. 1%. If that. How many of y'all know the phone numbers in y'all phone? How many? How many of y'all know the addresses to all your friends and your family member houses? How many? What if your resources is gone? How many of y'all really know if, say for example, if we didn't have any internet access anymore, phone access anymore, right? And the whole system just shut down and you had to send a letter. What if the cars you couldn't drive or whatever? What if you had to send a letter, right? To somebody's house. Okay, I'll let you keep the cars. But what if you had to send a letter somewhere, right? Go back old school, right? How many know the actual addresses to your friend's house that you call friends? You just know how to get there. Ain't that the kicker? You just know how to get there. You don't even remember the address. So what if you on the phone and you talking to your friend, right? And guess what? They about to pass out. Oh my God, I'm about to pass out. Ain't nobody in the house. Now you got to call 911. What's the address? I don't know it. But you said it's your friend, right? Yeah, I don't know. How long you been knowing this friend? 15 years, and you don't know the address. Do you remember the phone number? What's the phone number? Do you even know that phone number? You don't know the phone number. What about that family member? Do you know that phone number? You don't know the phone number. And I take accountability right now. Do I even know my kid's phone number fully by heart? I'm going to throw myself in there. Because we take things for granted. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. Now, I did used to know their numbers, but it kept changing. I know the last 4 digits. See, even for myself, I throw myself in the bowl, but I know how to pull myself out. So what we're going to do? How this proves that we are disconnected. Because if we call these people our friends and we don't know the basics, then how can we say that we care and love someone? I bet you majority of y'all probably know the restaurant phone numbers over your family member phone numbers. See, that's the difference back in time when we really worked. See, back in time, we didn't have the phones to do all that. We had like when the phones started coming in, we had the rotary type stuff or whatever, right? But people remembered. Ask a person's phone number, they'll tell you the whole Rolodex. They remembered. Because they trained their brains to remember. They trained the brains to remember. Phone number, address, ask somebody, go to somebody old school. They probably can tell you their first phone number back in the day. Addresses and everything back in the day. But we so caught up in the easy life that when the easy is gone, we don't know how to survive. And we saying, oh, it's painful. It's painful. Because you never worked. You only worked. I'm not saying we can't have these internet, these social medias and all of that. But it's like, why are we allowing technology to be the control of our life? I'm not saying we can't use it. But the thing about it is you also got to look at life. What if this technology, it goes away? Life changes. You never know. So how are you going to survive? This is why we bridge the gap. This is why we learn how to do trades. How many of y'all out here know how to change a tire? Y'all was saying, oh, let me go to AAA or have this person. How? What if you in the middle of nowhere and you got the donut in the back? How many of y'all gonna just sit there? What if you don't have no signal, right? You are on a road. There's no car, no houses, no nothing, no lights, no nothing. And your tire goes out and you got the spare in the back with all the stuff that you need, right? What you gonna do if you ain't got a signal? You gonna cry? You gonna cry? What you gonna do? Are you even gonna try to figure it out? Are you gonna try to figure it out? Matter of fact, what if a person comes up to you and asks you, hey, I see, do you need a tire? Yeah, I need to go get a tire. What's the tire number? What size is it? Do y'all even know? Do you know it's on the side of the tire? If you need to know what the size of the tire is, on the side of the tire. Look on the outside of the tire. It's there. But a lot of y'all don't know that, right? Because you want somebody else to do the job. I'm not saying you can't utilize these services. But if the services are not there, because you don't want to connect to it, then what you going to do? What you going to do? No different than like I told you with the plumbing. It's a leak. But you're going to let it just leak on the floor? You're going to just let the water leak all day long? Or you're going to find a solution for it? What you going to do? What are y'all going to do? What's your alternative? So let's go back to the whole car thing, okay? Now, what if for some reason the car does mess up and you in a neighborhood, whatever? How you going to get to work? What you going to do? You ain't going to go to work today because you can't get there? You don't remember nobody's phone numbers because your phone don't work no more because you can't pay the bill. Your car ain't working because you ain't got gas for it, but you still got to get to work. How you going to do it? Well, you too bougie to get on the bus if there's one to go? Or you too bougie to be able to go out here and just walk and see if somebody can give you a ride? What you going to do? You going to sit in the house all day and just lose the whole job? Because I've seen people do that. You got a court date. They didn't tell me. Really? So you telling me that you couldn't put that information in the phone or put it down on paperwork and keep looking at it to you and remember it and acknowledge it? But you need alarm to go off to remind you. What if the alarm don't go off? What if the alarm don't go off? Now you miss your court date. Judge, it's somebody else's fault. No, it ain't. It's your fault. Because you was waiting for your cousin to tell you what the date was. What if your cousin don't tell you? It's no different when y'all have people, hey, can you call me, wake me up at such and such time? What if they ain't there? What you gonna do? If nobody dare to wake you up, what you gonna do? You're not gonna wake up. If you have something to be done, you're not gonna do it because you don't have somebody else doing it for you. If you ain't got nothing to eat, what you gonna do? Sit in the house and starve? You ain't gonna just leave the house and say, hey, you know what? Let me go out here and try to find something, go to work or not. Y'all want to still kill and destroy? What are you going to do for yourselves? What are you going to do for yourselves? So like I said, I got to get out. I'm supposed to be off here. I ate something, but I'm going to fix something else. That's what I say. But don't kill you. Make you stronger. It's time to strengthen yourselves up. Take the heat. Take the pain. Take it. Stop depending on somebody else to take it for you. And then you wonder why folks get on these promotions. You wonder why these folks get these jobs. You wonder why these folks get these families. You know, this is the thing. And I'm going to get off. You want to know one thing? Reason why I understand the other side of the coin so much. I can't stand them. I cannot stand crooked tail people. But at the end of the day, these mother suckers, anybody in the world that have still killed and destroyed, y'all was determined to work hard for that. And a lot of y'all at the top, because y'all worked hard, because y'all saw other people wasn't doing it. You saw other people wasn't utilizing their energy. You saw other people that wasn't trying to do anything. So y'all say, you know what? If you don't want your life, then I'm going to take it for you. Is it right? Hell no. It's not. It's not. But that's a lot of motivation for you to be able to sit up and say, you know what? If I want that job, I'm going to do it by any means necessary. How many of y'all have lost because somebody took something from you because you wasn't paying attention? I went down that road before too. So I'm not going to say something to you if I ain't been there before. It's time for you to pay attention. So while you over here being weak, they're getting stronger. So we can't get mad at these systems anymore. We can't get mad at these governments, these presidents. We can't get mad at the jobs. We can't get mad at no one but our goddamn self. Because you chose to be weak. Because you didn't allow yourself to get to know this. And then you wonder why you was following their rules. Because you didn't know that they was cheating you. You didn't know that they was destroying you. But now you know they was killing you. So now you're alive. Now you know what killing, destroying, and cheating look like. So how are you going to become stronger? On that note, y'all have a blessed day.